Saw a girl in a nurse's uniform. I want to tell a story about the nurse herself. It looks like this girl isn't a nurse. Actually, she's just cosplaying wearing a nurse's outfit. Looks very beautiful, but the clothes are not suitable for use when traveling. Below, I explain the ups and downs of being a real nurse. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel, Senang Senang, where this channel discusses lifestyle, fashion, healthy sports, and a person's activities both indoors and outdoors. Disclaimer: in what was made, there was no intention to harass or demean anyone. This video is completely taken from a legal live streaming application platform and of course has terms and conditions. Not to live carelessly, including nudity, violence, smoking, and anything that is prohibited as prohibited by the YouTube platform itself. Video uploaded by Senang Senang, purely from editing with its own narrative to increase our insight and intelligence in thinking. Enjoy for watching. The joys and sorrows of the nursing profession that you must know. Each profession certainly has its advantages and disadvantages, especially when talking about the nursing profession. This is one of the noble jobs that is intended for every patient who is in need of clinical nursing, either in a hospital or when choosing to do clinical nursing at home, including those done by home care nurses. Nurses, in carrying out their responsibilities in their work, are not free from joy and sorrow, the same as other professions or jobs. Having the ability as a nurse, of course, you should be grateful, because this noble job can help many people when there are health problems or complaints of illness wherever you are. There are many ups and downs as a nurse, which you must know whether you are a patient or their family. By knowing the ups and downs of the nursing profession, it is hoped that you can appreciate this profession and can walk side by side with them when undergoing health therapy in a hospital or at home through a home care nurse, where good cooperation is needed between the medical team and the patient being treated, as well as the family who cares for the patient. Being a nurse has its own challenges related to the joys and sorrows of this profession. It must be able to be overcome with a comfortable and sincere feeling from the conscience, so that when carrying out this profession, there are no more burdens that hinder. There are interesting facts for a nurse who is working in the field, whether in a hospital or at a patient's home in a health home care service, whether it's happy or sad. And on this page, you can find the information. The positive, like side of the profession of a nurse. Nursing is a noble profession that has many positive sides or positive things that can be done and obtained in carrying out this profession. The positive things of a nurse are as follows. It's a noble job, especially if you like and have a hobby for that job. Always get new learnings. Having a big heart, especially when having to accept critical patients or patients who have died. Able to make small and large changes. Able to adapt to an ever-new environment, especially one that is related to patients and their families, which will continue to change. To be a person who is trusted to be able to hold a big responsibility. Trained to be ready for any situation during working hours. Trained to be able to condition any illness that suddenly recurs in patients. Can be a companion or friend for lonely patients. In addition to the positive aspects mentioned above that a nurse has, professional nurses are required to do positive things, including the following: as a counselor, comfort provider, communicator, rehabilitator, special manager for the patients being treated, protector, client advocate, especially for patients, and clinical decision maker. The above things will build the image of a professional nurse in the community. There are other important things that a nurse needs to pay attention to that can provide a positive side to this profession, including the following: educator. It is knowledge related to health that is carried out through polite and gentle delivery until the patient in question experiences behavioral changes towards a better direction. Coordinator. is to direct and organize the provision of health services so that they run according to the needs of the patient concerned. Collaborator. That is, in determining the form of further service, a nurse should always discuss further actions with a doctor, physiotherapist, or nutritionist when identifying the nursing services needed by the patient. The negative side, sadness, of the nursing profession. The nursing profession also has its own problems, namely seen from the negative or sad side of the nursing profession, as below, having a high chance or potential to contract an infectious disease. The intended transmission can occur at any time, which will be borne by the nurse concerned who cannot be represented. This includes certain needs in preventing potential transmission of disease, such as taking supplements or other needs to protect health while working is the responsibility of the nurse herself, threatened with layoffs or termination of employment. This is likely to happen when nurses are faced with a situation of reducing expenses at the company where they work that chooses to reduce employees. Between the fate of the profession and conscience towards the conditions of the company that employs them requires special consideration of the work as a nurse, which is not easy, and the possibility that after the layoff, their future is not guaranteed. Average get minimum salary. The dream of a worker, the same as other professions, is to get a decent salary. Through working hours, risks, and other sacrifices that have been given, make the profit and loss of the profession concerned must be considered. Attitude of respect. Less commendable treatments and attitudes of disrespect also inevitably befall a nurse, sometimes always becoming gossip and debate. Whatever happens between nurses and patients must develop an attitude of mutual respect and respect. Thus, a brief explanation of the joys and sorrows of the nursing profession that you must know, so that you who will choose the nursing profession can be a consideration. Those are some explanations about the ups and downs of being a nurse. If you like, please try. If not, you have to look for a better job. Good luck in all of our lives, and hopefully what we want will soon be achieved, leading to more success with our favorite channel, Senang Senang.